if you'll introduce our first player.
Alright, spawning in the bottom right, the red proton. I'm sorry. Let me try that again. Spotting in the bottom right, the red Terran, currently 2-1, Maru.
Then spawning to the top left, the blue Protoss. It is stats. Scouts for the most likely scouts at the most likely position for a proxy 2 racks, and then where's he going? That looks like he wants to proxy. Yeah, that looks like a proxy Stargate. I mean, if it were me, that would be a proxy robo, but it's not me. I'm surprised he hasn't taken a second gas if he's gonna do a proxy Stargate. Okay. I mean, he has enough gas. I guess he took his geyser earlier than I realized. Oh, this must have been off of a 10 gate then. Yeah, this was really early gateway actually, looking at the time the cyber finished. That's why he's only on 1 gas. I kind of like that because while the pylon count tells that it's a proxy, the gas count does not. So now he can put his Stargate down. Okay. Nice adaptation. You know, I'm not sure Maru will be ready for this. Well, he is starting marine production. And he is starting a widow mine. Okay, so he should, or it could go either way. We'll see how this all plays out. Nexus start, or it completes rather. Stalker is almost done. Warp Tech is just recently started. And Oracle is being chronoed out. There is nothing in the mineral line though, and it's gonna be Cloak Banshee from Maru. Personally, I'm not the biggest fan of Cloak Banshee at the lower levels because, okay, this Oracle is actually doing a lot of work.
Ouch.
That was 8 kills, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Learning to count with stats. Meanwhile, Maru has gotten 4 kills of his own with this little poke at the natural. Okay. 2 more. 3, 4, 5. Oh no, he's not focusing that. Okay. Another 4 from Oracle. Or, not Oracle, what am I saying? Banshee.
I feel like the both archetypical instances of the mineral line being gutted are both Protoss units.
What do you mean?
DT drop and Oracle.
Nowadays, I think I would agree with that. But, I mean, this Banshee has done a lot, too. It's actually up to 21 probe kills.
Yeah, it's just not as archetypical, though, as, like, the Oracle or DT.
Yeah, well, okay, so basically the reason why, what I was was going to talk about, why I'm not the biggest fan of, I mean, Banshees are great, really, but at the lower levels, because it takes micro in order to properly use a Banshee, a Protoss player in gold can defend a Banshee the same way they defend a Widowmine drop. So, the Banshee hits about a minute or 2 later. By then, the Protoss should be like, well, Widowmine drops can happen from 6 minutes in the game anywhere onwards. So, like, the Banshee is not going to get there at least until 7:30. So... anyways, this Banshee is going to come back in. It's going to harass the mineral line. Photon Overcharge is activated, but that's cloaked. Observer comes back, and the Banshee will be forced away now. And it's going to go to the main, and it's going to kill more probes. Meanwhile, the natural has been evacuated, and these stalkers are poking, but there's just not much left for the Protoss player in this attack force. 7 probes have gone down on the other side of the map, thanks to the Banshee. And, I mean, there's 3 Stalkers here, but there's 2 Banshees, and while Stalkers do beat Banshees, you kind of need more Stalkers. The Oracle is still alive, and if he loses that Oracle, he has no detection on this side of the map. He's gonna start chipping away at the supply depot, but the Banshee's back at the main getting more probes. I think it did get cleaned up eventually, but there's another one. Another Phoenix is gonna come out, and it's gonna go try and defend the natural. Stalkers are just one is shooting at them. 9 more kills. Okay, let's look at total losses. That is 43 probes killed for the Banshees. And Widow Mines. Whereas we have 19 SCVs down for Maru. So yeah, high Banshee number, good micro. That Banshees can do a lot of work, but you have to micro them. You have to use them properly. There's a lot of Stalkers here, but they can't challenge the bunker without I mean, maybe with that sentry they can. But I don't think he wants to risk it quite yet. Oh, with that siege tank, this is not gonna work. He focuses it down though, so the siege tank is no longer a factor in this engagement. He loses his detection though, so now the Banshee is getting a ton of free shots off. The Stalkers are still trying to trade. The Banshee runs out of cloak, so the Stalkers can pursue again. Widowmine is killed before it can burrow. Raven goes down. This is looking alright for stats. He got past the bunker. He's gonna force us around. I don't believe he does not have blink, so he cannot get out of this with his 3 stalkers. But maybe if that Phoenix picks up the siege tank, well, now it's too late. Never mind. I wanted his Phoenix to pick up the siege tank, but no. Okay, now he's going to do that. And pick up the other siege tank. You can use it like a vortex. Okay, he gets the one on the ground. He has an observer here. That's nice. Banshees are back over here. They're gonna get some more kills on these probes. Photon overcharge is activated, but there's no detection at this natural. Stats is still trying to put on pressure. This is a very scrappy game. We are 16 minutes in, and neither player is in a position that they can consider taking the third. This Banshee will fall, as it does not have cloak activated. This other Banshee had to retreat because there was an observer here. And the natural is not mining again because Protoss. I feel like that's just such a good answer for everything, because enter race.
Because da-da-da, Protoss.
Here comes the lift on the tank again, and he does get that one, but the other one is still there because he's reluctant to use his lifts. Needs to go to the gym more, apparently.
So...
he is trying to pick off the Banshee first, and he does. Now he lifts the siege tank, but that one the Phoenix that was lifting gets sniped. And he gets the siege tank anyways, and there's not enough Marines here to contest this Stalker force. He is trying to shut down the natural, and 12 more SCVs have fallen, and more will continue to fall. This is starting to go in Stats' favor. The supply is already up for him. He has more workers mining. Yeah, the scan goes down for Morrow, and that's the scan of, is there any way back in this game?
The orbital command also got down to 4 health.
Wow. Okay, the observer has been picked off, so this Banshee now has free reign until some other form of detection gets over here. Stats is gonna pull back. He will give up his position for the time being. He has another Oracle in production, and the observer is gonna come join this army. I imagine the Oracle will go back to the main. No, he's gonna... Oh, okay, he's gonna bring the Oracle back over, and then he will, okay, win the game. Okay, Stats evens up the series.